In recent weeks, many school districts across our state, including Springboro, have discussed arming teachers. But will it reduce violence in our schools? Dan Edwards talks with people on both sides of the issue and continues our team coverage.
It's a life and death scenario, a teacher or administrator's worst nightmare. Gunmen are loose in the hallways of your school, and you're the only person standing between them and hundreds of innocent children. Should teachers be armed to avoid such a tragic scene?
Don't do it. I ought to just kill you too.
I asked that question of Vince Renda and Brad Hamilton, co-owners of Family Tactical Training. They had one of the state's only simulation machines that provides virtual training in a violent school setting.
He's my son. Don't tell me what I can do. You don't know my rights. You don't know what I can do.
They tell me after each tragic shooting, their Wayne Avenue classroom fills up.
We've seen people in here who have been against guns. We see a lot of widows coming in here, a lot of elderly people, as well as young people coming in here to try to find out how to use their firearms safely.
All right, Kelly, so you just got home from work.
Hamilton tells me an increasing number of women are coming in for training. Many of them are teachers.
You just can't go out and buy a gun and know how to do it. Nobody's born with instantaneous knowledge. You need training.
I was afraid to hold the gun, and now I have a gun. I have a couple guns next to my bed, and I feel like I have the knowledge to use them in the right, in the right way.
Well, a few blocks away on the campus of the University of Dayton, law and education professor Charles Russo sees arming teachers in a different way.
I think having people walking up and down the halls almost reduces us to the Wild West.
He believes arming teachers would make the problem worse.
In a crisis situation, we want teachers, it seems to me, to focus on getting the kids out of harm's way rather than fumbling in their desks or going into a closet to find a weapon. So beyond that, the statistics from the U.S. Department of Education and elsewhere reveal that schools are the safest places for children to be during the day.
Russo says the money could be better spent identifying troubled students and counsel them before they act out. He also suggests routine drills and bulletproof glass in all school windows.
But as I've spoken with a number of friends, former police officers, military people, we all seem to agree that most teachers are not prepared to use weapons.
He's closing ground on you.
But Hamilton, whose wife is a teacher, says the only way teachers can be fully prepared is if they are properly trained.
After the shooting that happened in Connecticut, I got home and my wife was in tears. My wife came into my class and got her CCW class that very next weekend.
Ever since the Colorado shooting, we've seen a large influx of people who have never touched a gun, didn't want to ever own a gun, but now they want a gun for self-protection. Again, that bubble is being popped that, oh, I'm safe, it's not going to happen to me, it's always going to happen to somebody else.
In Dayton, Dan Edwards, 2 News.